Welcome to ThisDay. Thank you for watching. It is Saturday, July 30th, and of course, no meetings today. So I'll jump to who's on our show. Well, we have a great show today. We have Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center with Dr. Brittany Kaiser. And then we have Emeritus's Balance and Mobility class with Paula Garrich. She's going to tell us that it's back and it's going to be at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. And she's just going to tell us how you can participate. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we are looking at nice skies this weekend. Today we are looking at 80-70, tomorrow 80-68, and 80-69 on Monday. So pretty similar from day to day, all with sunshine. So I think you're really going to enjoy your weekend. And if you are traveling, take a look at these numbers. Our local beaches are looking great. 75-67, San Diego 74-67, Santa Barbara 74-63. And if you are going to the mountains, not too bad, 87-57, kind of warm for Tahoe. Big Bear 74-57 and Mammoth 80-51. And the deserts are cooler than they were last weekend. 104-84 and Vegas 185. And they are expecting some thunderstorms in the mountains, but they are calling them scattered thunderstorms, so you should be okay. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:02 and our sunset will be at 7:52. And thank you, Mark, for sending in this photo of the lifeguard stand. And he wanted to point out that he is seeing more and more ladies out there being lifeguards. So congratulations to them. We need to see more of those, so good job. If you have a photo you would like to share with us, something that is summertime related, please email it to lagunawoodstv@gmail.com. All right, sit back, relax. We're going to talk to Dr. Kaiser at Memorial Care. Be right back.
I would like my patient to have a very positive experience. One that they feel comfortable, they feel it's a safe environment. For me, I feel a personal relationship is the most important, more than the actual dentistry itself. I can earn their trust and they can feel comfortable, and it allows me to do my job the best. And that means a lot to me.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials, at 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio, or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
At Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center, we are a magnet designated facility, which means that we're in the top 8% of hospitals across the nation that are recognized for high quality patient outcomes and nursing excellence. And what that means is that we have nurses that are highly engaged and enthusiastic about their workplace, that we have lower vacancy rates, lower turnover, and high nursing satisfaction scores.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined with Dr. Brittany Kaiser, who is here on behalf of Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center for Genetic Counseling. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure coming and speaking to you and to everyone.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting, genetic counseling. I mean, you've heard of genetic testing, but I don't think we're very aware of what genetic counseling is. So before we get into what Saddleback Memorial Care has to offer, maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself and sort of where you studied and how long you've been here.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I've been on this road of genetic counseling for quite a while. I was fortunate enough to go to some schools that had great genetics programs starting as early as in high school. I had wonderful teachers that kind of introduced me to the field, went through that with undergrad and then graduate school. I did my studies, my undergraduate work at UC Irvine, so locally here. And then I did my graduate studies in Manhattan at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. So I worked in research and metabolic genetics in New York for a few years before coming back out here right at the beginning of the pandemic, and coming back into a clinical setting to be with patients and joining the cancer field. Yeah.
So genetic counseling versus genetic testing, what is the difference?
Yeah, so that's a fantastic question. Genetic counseling and genetic testing are kind of two parts of the same puzzle, right? So with genetic testing, that's the actual test itself. Most of the time, that's going to be a blood draw, sometimes a saliva sample. It's what we're doing to really look at the genes and see if anyone was born with something that could be putting them at an increased risk for disease. But that can all be very difficult information to both process and to comprehend. So that's where genetic counseling comes into play. It's kind of the pre and post test meeting with a genetic counselor such as myself. And we talk about family history, medical history, talk about cancer genetics or whatever field of genetics it's in, and talk about what would benefit the patient and be most beneficial.
So you would be called in by whatever doctor did the testing. Is that correct?
Yes. So sometimes we are the first stop for patients. Sometimes we're the last stop. A lot of times doctors will refer patients to us so that we can do the testing ourselves. That tends to be the more common route. Other times we have doctors who do the testing themselves, and then they send their patients to us to kind of go over those results. But a lot of the times we're with the patient from beginning to end.
So when you say that the doctors send the patient to you're referring to a group, it sounds like. So you have a genetic counseling group at the hospital?
We do, yes. So here at Saddleback Memorial Care, we have 4 genetic counselors who all see patients in cancer genetics. There's a bunch of different specialties of genetic counseling. So there's prenatal, there's cardiac, we all kind of wear different hats. But for me and what I do, I work in the cancer risk and prevention department.
Oh, okay. Now, genetic testing and counseling is generally done if there is suspicion of cancer. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah. So typically it's done depending on what a patient presents with to their doctor, if there's a family history of cancer. And honestly, sometimes I just have patients who are intrigued with the idea of it, and they'll come to us wanting to be proactive with their health.
Oh, I see. And then exactly what does the genetic test or what does it tell them?
Yeah, so the genetic test itself is basically looking at cancer risk. So it's not saying whether or not someone has cancer. It's not even guaranteeing if someone will get cancer, but it's looking and seeing if they have an increased risk as compared to the general population.
Now, is that something that somebody could just request from their doctor if they would like to know more about it?
Yeah, so typically what I recommend for patients is if it's something that they're interested in, they contact their primary care doctor or a doctor that they trust really well, ask for a referral to genetics or genetic counseling, and then they'll usually be sent to us and we can talk with them a little bit more about what type of testing would be most beneficial for them, what's going to be the most useful for their medical management, and so on and so forth.
Oh, that sounds great. I mean, I always thought that you would only be able to do a genetic test. I mean, of course, you could mail in and do some of those other things,
Right.
But then, which is really just for fun. But then I didn't realize that you could actually make a choice and come see a genetic counselor to decide which would be best for you. That's really a nice option.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And I feel like as this field keeps growing, it's becoming a lot more common. We thank those direct-to-consumer tests, those 23andMe, those Ancestry.com for making patients more aware of genetic testing in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really kind of comes down to patients, and we live in an information age. And I feel like a lot of the patients I see now are just genuinely interested in their health background and want to take a proactive approach to their medical management.
Oh, that's a great option. Well, thank you so much for sharing all the information. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm more than happy to talk about genetics anytime.
I love it. Well, one of these days we'll get more into the weeds of what it really means.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Thank you.
And if you want more information about the genetic counseling that we just discussed, you can go to memorialcare.org/SB Cancer. We'll be right back.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
We all need someone to hold our hand now more than ever. And when you need help with your hearing, we will not only hold your hand, but we'll help walk with you through the process.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing.
Oticon's More Hearing Aids with deep neural networking and artificial intelligence helps you hear people in noise with greater detail and clarity. The Oticon More and Amazing Hearing. We're here to help give you a helping hand.
Captain America.
Watch HGTV.
Netflix.
Welcome back. We have Paula Gertich here, who's here on behalf of Emeritus, and finally they've got classes locally. Well, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. I'm so excited to be here and to share the good news that we are back in person.
Wonderful.
For Emeritus, and also online for those students that prefer to stay online. So we kind of have both for them now.
Oh, I think it's great, and I think it's nice that people will be able to get together again in a group setting and have the hands-on, right?
Yes.
Not necessarily just one-on-one, but at least have the hands-on capability of having you help them when they need the help,
Yes.
which is great. So, Paula, let's learn a little bit about you. You've been doing this for a really long time.
Yes, I have 40 plus years, and this is my passion though, is balance and mobility. Throughout my exercise classes through the years, I noticed that when older adults fall, it takes them a very long time to recover, and sometimes they don't recover to their independent lifestyles. So I really had an interest in prevention. So that's why I'm offering and teaching the balance and mobility classes so that we can prevent any falls so they can continue to do the things they love to do and be as independent as possible.
Well, you know, falling, and if you look at what we've got on the screen here, 1 out of 4 adults will fall each year. Well, that's kind of a lot.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you look around the room you're in at home, you know, if there's 4 of you there, 1 of you is going to fall. And then once you do fall, your chances to fall again is doubled, and so on and so forth. So prevention is the key. And a lot of times we do things that we are actually doing to ourselves, like wearing the wrong shoes, not paying attention, rushing, a lot of bad habits that we create as we go through life.
It's true, and I myself, I mean, I have some stairs that I have to go down to into my garage, and I have to remind myself before I take that first step is like, okay, go slow.
Yes.
Because when we rush during anything, we forget things or we'll do it incorrectly, like you said. So this is good news. I mean, I'm glad that you're able to get back to helping everybody with this. Now, one thing I think I've read about is that doing balance tests can kind of help you to have an overall look at your overall health. So is that something that you do in this class?
Yes, I absolutely do a lot of balance testing.
Okay.
And the nice thing is it's free. And if you were to contract out for my services, it would cost a pretty penny to do private.
Yes.
So this is offered free. All of my testing comes from Cal State Fullerton Center for Successful Aging, which is one of the leading institutes for research for falls for older adults. And that's where I have my credentials from them and my training, and therefore I'm able to use their testing on my students.
Oh, that's great. And like you said, you can't beat the price.
No, you can't beat the price.
Now let's talk about the class. It's going to be August 22nd through December 1st. Now, is that something that it pretty much, once you sign up, you go what days and how often, and how does that work?
Yes, so it's August 22nd through actually December 21st, so it's 18 weeks.
I'm sorry, I don't think
That's
I said
okay.
That right. Okay.
18 weeks long. And this particular class is held over at the Florence Sylvester Memorial Center, so it's really close. And it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have a 9 o'clock to 9:50 and also a 10 o'clock. So these are the same times and days we were there pre-COVID, and we were packed. We had a wait list to come in, which I love to see. I don't like to turn anybody away, so I like to have a full class.
Is it in that big room that's over there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
how many people can you actually fit?
Right now they're capping it at 45.
Okay.
But I always take, maybe 5 more.
Okay.
If need, I don't like to leave anybody on the wait list.
Exactly,
So right now we do have openings. We're not at 45 yet, so.
You will be.
But hopefully, yes, hopefully.
You will be after this. Well, and so if they want to participate, they do need to register, and that is at saddleback.edu/emeritus. So what is the name of the class, and what do they look for?
They're going to look for health and wellness.
Okay.
Make sure they're on the emeritus. They will have to fill out an application if they haven't taken a class in the past year.
Okay.
So make sure that they do the fillable applications, send that in or take a picture of it, and then they will get a student number. And once they get a student number, then they can go ahead on their My Site from the college and register. And those are the ticket numbers that they will put in to register. And they could take both classes. Some students came and
Do the whole thing.
Do the whole thing.
Okay.
So that's okay to take back to back if they've got the energy and want to do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Or if not, pick one of those times. And so that's something new this year. Is they used to be able to just walk in to the class, and I would provide the application and submit it to the college, so they didn't have to go online. But because we're in a post-COVID now, You have to be on the roster to enter the room because part of the registration process is you need to put in your COVID vaccination information. So there's an extra step now. Otherwise, they cannot come in and join us because we don't know if they're vaccinated. So it's a good thing because if you're in person now, everybody that's in the class has been vaccinated.
Okay, and at this time, are masks required to participate in the class?
Right now, they're not. We follow the Saddleback College protocol and also the facilities. So we'll see where we're at August 22nd.
Okay, yeah, we don't know what the things are going to look like. Okay, well, perfect. Well, are there any other tips that, I know that one thing that we did talk about offline was classes are available at other locations, but of course the senior center is the closest. But since you mentioned it could technically be full, what are some other close locations that they could participate?
Yes, you can go on the Emeritus website and they will show you which classes are full and which ones still have space in person and online. I do have an online class also, but that's full with 22 students on the wait list right now. So probably best to seek out a class that's open. I'm trying to think of closest facility might be over in Laguna Niguel, and one of those senior centers over there might still have openings. So,
all right, well, perfect. Well, of course, if anyone wants any information, they can always go to saddleback.edu/emeritus.
Yes.
You want to make sure you put emeritus in because otherwise you'll be charged for the classes. And you don't want that.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, Paula, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And good luck. I hope everybody shows up and has fun.
I do too. So come and join us. We have a lot of fun. It's a nice social time too. You meet very fun, kind, interesting students, and they build friendships from there, and they go to lunch afterwards. So it's not only about exercise, getting stronger, more flexible, reducing your risk for falls, but it's also social. And so come on down and join us.
And our seniors like to be social.
Oh, yes. Me too.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you would like to register for this class, I would do it right away because I'm sure other people are already on it. Go to saddleback.edu/emeritus and make sure that you reference the 2 ticket numbers that we had mentioned to you, which is 14005 and 13930. We'll be right back.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine, COVID lockdowns in China, relentless inflation and rising interest rates have disrupted production and caused the global economy to stall. Is your money at risk during these uncertain times? Do you know how much exposure you have to the stock market and bond mutual funds? Should you even have money in the market today? Get a free risk analysis to ensure your capital is protected. Call now for information on the Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
Facts are frightening. 1 out of 3 people over 65 fall each year.
The idea of falling makes me very fearful.
I have a fear because my balance is poor.
The #1 reported accident for a senior is a fall.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. I want you to try 60 Up.
60 Up is the balance system that can change your life. If you have balance, strength, or mobility issues, you need 60 Up.
It's a miracle. Within a couple weeks, my balance has improved.
If you're feeling scared to get up and out, you need 60 Up.
It's easy to use and it works.
60 Up is a safe, low-impact balance exercise system with integrated poles. 60 Up strengthens your core, legs, increases cardio for energy, stamina, and overall physical health. Go to 60up.com. 60 Up has live classes, hundreds of workouts for balance, and thousands of people in our Facebook members community.
I created the 60 Up and it really works. So join me on my live classes and let me help you improve your balance and mobility together.
Try it risk-free for 30 days and get free shipping if you order now.
It changed my life.
Go to 60up.com. That's the number 60up.com.
few announcements for you. The movie for today is called The Sting. So you will remember that one from way back when. Starring Robert Redford and Paul Newman. You can catch that today and 2 at 6 p.m., both with closed captioning. That is brought to you by Memorial Care. And then on Monday, we have the movie Downton Abbey, A New Era, so you can enjoy that one on Monday. Now, the time might be a bit later because there is a GRF meeting that is happening at 1:30, and we are airing that right here on Village Television, so the movie might start a little bit later, so just keep an eye on that. All right, a couple of announcements. Fine wine tasting is happening at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and that's going to be next Friday is the first one. It's always the first Friday of the month. And if you would like to participate, you need to make a reservation. Call 949-380-0155. And then a couple of other fun things that are going on right here in the village is it's the Emeritus Enrollment Day, and that is also going to be happening at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center on August 8th from 10 to 3. So if you need assistance on being able to do that, please RSVP to 949-855-8033. And then the Boomers is having a fun event, which is happening August 20th. It's a family-style band, and that's going to be at Clubhouse 5, and that'll be $6. And the door opens at 6 o'clock, and dancing's from 7 to 9:30, and it's $10 for Boomers members. If you want more info, go to babyboomersclub.org. All right, one last thing. Hawaiian Delights is on Tuesday, August 16th through the Laguna Woods Christian Women's Connection. And they are going to have a guest speaker who is a floral designer. And if you want to participate in that, you will want to call Chris Ramirez at 949-246-1053. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at lovely skies for the next few days. Things are going to be nice and warm, maybe some light clouds on Monday. 80-70 today, 80-68, and then 80-69. If you're traveling, the beaches look great this weekend. 75-67, 74-67, 74-63. Tahoe, Big Bear, and Mammoth all in the 80s, and the overnights in the 50s. Palm Springs and Las Vegas, cooler than last week, 104 and 100. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will see you here on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
At Pro Smiles OC, you get Orange County's best and most experienced dentist. Dr. Ivan Ho is an award-winning cosmetic and implant dentist that has been treating patients in South OC and Laguna Woods for over 30 years. Safety and cleanliness is our #1 priority, and now your routine dental work is more comfortable than ever. We use digital x-rays to minimize radiation and digital scans for crowns and inlays in-house, allowing patients to leave with final restorations in the same appointment. Let Dr. Ho and his team give you a reason to smile. Call Pro Smiles OC today.
Village Television presents Friday Films, only on Village Television. Fridays at 2 and 6 p.m. Foreign films, dramas, and comedies. Award-winning films, romance and mystery. Independent films. Every Friday, only on Village Television.